Thank you. Welcome, everybody, right before Thanksgiving. So hopefully we'll have a nice, merry meeting. Motion to go into public, please.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Well, good evening and welcome. And before we start, we have some good news as a board. We have a district clerk, Miss Melody LaRocca. So please welcome, give her a warm welcome. Welcome to the Mahopac family, Melody. And we won't go too fast for you, but Stas is here taping everything, so don't worry. That's your safety net back there. Okay, thank you. Please note that all trustees are here, but Mr. Bell is not here now, so I'm not sure if he's running late. Okay. Resident comments. This is a time for resident comments on agenda items only. Agenda items only. Okay. I'd like to make a motion to accept the acceptance of warrants for October 2017.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Acceptance of the treasurer's report for September 2017.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion to accept the internal claims audit report. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion to accept the work session minutes for October 10th, 2017.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to accept regular meeting minutes on October 12th, 2017.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to accept special meeting minutes for October 17th, 2017.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to accept special meeting minutes for October 19th, 2017.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion to accept special meeting minutes for October 24th, 2017.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. At this moment, we will have the superintendent's report.
As has been the tradition here in Mahopac, our schools are gearing up to celebrate the benefits and the bounty of America. Our students in their character education program are coming to realize the realities of having and those who won't. In keeping with this, our schools are developing programs where our children are bringing food for the poor. Several of our schools are developing baskets. In fact, one school actually has an extremely generous donor who's going to help families out. The middle school last year gave out turkeys to dozens of families and complete dinners. In addition, we're now entering also into the holiday spirit of gift giving, again for children who may not have the benefit of a gift or a toy. Toys for Tots is running in all of our schools and in the district office, as well as several of our schools will have gift trees, dream trees, where a person can take a simple tag and buy a gift for a child of a specific age who has a need. Lastly, our high school students are also, this coming weekend, going to celebrate something that is very traditional here in Mahopac. And our student athletes are hosting a senior citizens prom. This prom will start at 11 o'clock in the morning and run till 2 o'clock. Any senior citizen watching tonight, if you would like to come and have wonderful food, dancing, and celebration with our young people, the benefits of life and the joys of giving, please do come to the high school. It's a wonderful event. And on behalf of the administration, our leadership team, our administrators, and our teachers, I wish all families a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Dr. Frieden. At this time, we will have our Board of Education Committee reports. Welcome, Trustee Bell.
Welcome. Thank you.
Perfect timing because it's your turn
Sorry,
for
a
curriculum.
little traffic on the way up from work.
It's quite all right. So, yeah, he's going to give his report.
You want
Curriculum,
to start with, okay. The curriculum committee met last month. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend due to work, but I do have the notes from the meeting. I'll give you just a brief summary. We're kind of going on a tour this year of all the various schools. So last month we met, or the committee met at Austin Road. There were a few teachers that gave presentations on our breakthrough classrooms and gave the committee members a tour of the classrooms. I'd like to thank Amy Rose, Michelle Seymour, Tiffany Ziegelhofer, and Carolyn Ryan, Beth Dorr. John Sabalos was also there, the math coach, Sharon Foreman, and Brian Gilligan. The members were treated to a tour of the classrooms. They were given a little bit of a summary and a history of where we are with the breakthrough classrooms. Again, I wasn't there, but by all accounts, it was a real informative tour. The committee members got to see some of the layout in these classrooms, the different furniture, the different ways that we've been trying to give the kids a different view and make them a little more comfortable in these classes. Our next meeting will be on December 13th, and it'll be at the middle school, and that's 7 o'clock, and as always, the public's welcome to attend. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Bell? Trustee Kazari, please?
Good evening. So Finance Committee met on November 9th. We discussed receiving, and now we are receiving the warrant when it's completed in an Excel spreadsheet that Melody's sending to us. We requested a sampling of approved purchases to verify that the expenditure policies are being followed. We discussed the budget process. Ron Clamser explained to us the steps he's taken in following what Dr. Monahan had previously set up. We discussed staffing determinations and his meetings with the principals to determine their needs. We discussed how Dave Chapman had used live birth data and had enrollment projections for 5 years out. We'll be meeting, I believe, on December 7th next.
Thank you. Trustee Hunter, did you have any committee meetings this month?
There was no transportation committee meeting in November. There was nothing specific to discuss that wasn't already part of the Board of Education work sessions. There is a definitive meeting scheduled for December 5th, held here at the Paul School.
Thank you. Trustee Morgan?
Building and Grounds. Hi, everybody. Building and Grounds meeting was held on October 16th at 6:30 at the Lakeview School. Putnam Northern Westchester BOCES gave a presentation in an innovative system called Rapid Responder. It's designed to create cross-communication of first responders, law enforcement, and the community in the event of an incident at one of our schools. Critical facility information is made available through this software. The committee felt this type of technology would be tremendous benefit to the district in the innovative way of uniting all the mentioned departments. The ability to have all this information available at the touch of any smartphone or computer was additional. We additionally were briefed on the season's snow removal protocol and included an equipment review and corresponding chain of command. We then toured the building to see some of the past summer's renovations, but we did not, however, make it to the downstairs bowling alleys, which I was very disappointed about. But I'd like to thank our committee members that were present, our Director of Building and Grounds, George Prime, our Assistant Superintendent, Ron Clamser, Mike Simone, Mark O'Connor, and of course myself. Thanks.
Thank you. Trustee Musafir?
Good evening, everyone. On Monday, the 16th of November, the Policy Committee met. We met with our new counsel, which was Daniel Pettigrew and Allison Smith, from our new legal counsel, Thomas, Johan, Waxman, Pettigrew, and Mayway. We started reviewing our policies and what would be the next steps in ensuring that our policies are up to date. We also discussed making sure that where our policies are housed online are current and are the best information possible. Part of making sure everything is current, we discussed moving policies from our current Erie 1 to NISBA, which is the New York State School Board Association Policy Services, which is on our agenda for full board approval this evening. This service will allow for ease in updating and reviewing of policies. Our next scheduled meeting is the 28th of November. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee O'Connor, do you have any meetings?
Good evening. On November 2nd, the Technology Committee met at the Lakeview School, and I just wanted to update you on the Smart Bond. The Smart Bond, for those that aren't aware, is state money that was granted to Mahopac in the amount of $3.1 million, and it's being used in the following way, in pretty much 3 tranches. And Dr. Stoll, you're free to come up here and take this mic from me if I mess any of these up. You're doing great. So number 1 was an upgrade to the infrastructure for the whole school district, and that means basically adding wired and wireless ability to all of the buildings in the school. So if you walk around now, you'll see little antennas in the ceilings. You won't notice them until you're looking for them, but imagine every student having a Chromebook and needing access to Wi-Fi. If you picture, 600 people in your house all on your Wi-Fi, you know what I mean. So that was all completed, and right now the school district has more bandwidth and more ability than ever before, and it can fully support every student now using a Chromebook and every teacher using a Chromebook. So that was a massive undertaking which was completed. The second tranche was purchasing 400 plus Chromebooks and distribute them to teachers and educators, and going through a lot of testing, training, getting the teachers on board, overcoming fears of using those devices and fears of change. And from what Dr. Stoll has told me, it's been extremely successful, and the teachers are really embracing it. And the next step in the second tranche would be purchasing Chromebooks to distribute to the students. It's pretty cool when you walk into the classrooms and there's racks that charge the Chromebooks, and you'll see how they integrate with smart boards and with all the other devices. It's something that's kind of hard for someone of my age and people around my age to kind of comprehend. And as I stated at the last meeting, if you follow Dr. Pease, Dr. Stoll on Twitter, you'll see some really cool pictures and updates of how these lessons are being taught, and it gives you a little bit more of a feel for the changing education, the methods in education. The third tranche would be a security upgrade to the school, which would be an upgrade to access control. Times have changed. A lot of commercial buildings now, including school buildings, don't want to use keys anymore. So access cards are the way to go. You could shut off access cards if they're lost. You could track movements of people. The PA systems in the school need to be upgraded. They're antiquated. The time clocks, from what I understand, they're never synced. So there could be issues with students from the middle school getting out earlier than students to high school for busing issues, and they call each other on their phones and they're setting clocks. CCTV systems for security, for tracking, all of these things will be upgraded. And in today's world, the security system is really a main part of what we need to keep our students and staff safe. So that will be the third step, and that's in the planning phase right now. I'd like to commend Dr. Stoll for taking the lead on this and really pushing it. The passion that I see is impressive. It's really great to sit and see how Mahopac is embracing technology and rather staying behind the times and trying to catch up later. And Dr. Pease for your support as well. And for Mr. Simone and Ms. Musafra, who's also on the committee. I think we're headed in the right direction, and it's fun to watch, and it's really impressive. So again, check these guys out on Twitter. You'll see some really great things, and you'll know what it means when your kids come home and say something, I was doing this with the smart board or some other technology. It'll keep you up to speed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Connor. Trustee Simone?
The audit committee did not meet last month. We were trying to put something together before the holidays in advance of any sort of budgetary efforts will be coming up in the week.
Thank you. Thank you for your reports. At this time, we have the consent agenda. If any trustees would like to remove any items, I would like to pull out number 7A. Are there any other items to remove for discussion?
7C.
And 7C, okay. Okay. These, okay. So, would you like to start? This is really a nice moment for us, and we're very proud to announce the tenure of Dr. Stoll. So, Mr. Morgan would like to say a few words on behalf of the board.
Greg, could you stand up, please? Dr. Stoll, your personal pride in your work is obvious and never taken for granted. The quality you attain is an integral part of our success here at Mahopac Central Schools. Your extra effort, dedication, insights, and opinions are extremely valuable to the successful undertakings both within your department and with your other areas of expertise. It is with great pride and pleasure that we, the Mahopac Central School District Board of Trustees, grant you tenure in pupil personnel and educational services. Greg, looking forward to working with you for a long time. Greg, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Greg, and thank you for everything you do. And your wife is here. Hello. And is that your mother and father? Oh, they approve. If they came here tonight, they must love you. Wow, congratulations. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We have to talk later. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay. And 7C?
Yep. We have in attendance this evening our newly appointed head bus driver, Steve Truce. Please stand, Steve.
Congratulations, Steve. Long are those days with that blonde hair and those puka shells, I remember. That's how long I remember. Okay. So let's see now. The consent agenda is done. Do we have to accept? We have to vote on the consent agenda? Okay. Motion to accept?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Okay, and I think now we just go to residents and okay. I think we're good to move on to resident comments. Are there any residents here? I think we have one scheduled. Please come. No, please come here. Yes, you get the spotlight. Okay. Please say your name and your address, and please know that comments are limited to 3 minutes.
Okay.
We'll try.
My name is Hannah Gabris, 29 Shamrock Drive, Putnam Valley. I'm a mother of 2 children attending in a kindergarten classroom at Austin Road Elementary School. And I'm here to share my disappointment in the kindergarten classroom settings this year. And I'm gonna repeat it again that I am very disappointed. We are school taxpayers here, and I moved in the suburbs to provide a better quality of education to my children than free public schools could offer in the city, which again is free. We pay for the schools over here. There are 21 students in the kindergarten classrooms this year with only 1 kindergarten teacher. And I repeat it, 21 students with 1 kindergarten teacher. So I reached out to the principal, I reached out to the superintendent. I basically got the answer that the budget was set for this school year in the spring.
And pretty much that's it. So I was kind of like brushed off. And the trustees will start meeting again. I heard in December, I was told in January, which at that point, they're making decision for the following school year. So all those children are losing valuable time, especially in kindergarten, which is a foundation year, to build their, foundation in reading and writing, which is gonna be the basics for everything else later on. So to me, it is still unacceptable. And I call for a budget modification. Obviously, that budget was set for a lesser amount of students in the classroom, not for 21. And talking to kindergarten teachers who have been working for the district for over 2 decades, most of them, usually they do not have this higher number of students. So I think that this year, you really need to, you guys really need to consider it, that for some reasons, there were more students ended up entering kindergarten than in any other years prior. So the budget that was set for a lesser amount of students. I understand there is no space to pull another classroom and open up because it's such a small building. So the minimum would be to have a kindergarten assistant teacher in the classroom. There are children who are just turning 5. They coming with different needs. The teacher has to attend to tying shoelaces, helping them in the bathroom, and they losing quality time of teaching and instruction they should be receiving, especially for all that money that we're paying for the district. So I think it's unfair. Especially, towards my children, and I'm here to advocate on behalf of my children. So I would like to know how it will be addressed and how, not next year, but what solution could be, found this year. This is only November. They still have another 7 months or so, more than 7 months, they spend in the school. Changes can be made. I don't want to wait until next year, but I definitely don't want to see them, in this environment. And I visited the classroom multiple times. I saw them in book fairs, and I see the teachers struggling. And I'm talking to the teachers. And I know they also had presentation in front of the board previous years. They also did the research I did, reached out to school district in the area, and this is unheard that not just one teacher being in the classroom, but with 21 5-year-olds.
Okay, your 3 minutes are up. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
We'll take your comments under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other resident comments? No? Okay. Well, at this time, we'd like to wish everyone a very happy, healthy Thanksgiving and a safe one. And again, congratulations to Greg and you. And we just thank you for coming, and motion to close.
So moved.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.